myself sometimes. What's real? What's up? Reality. Real. Let's go. Bullets travel like gossip, running in mouth like leaky faucets. Two-faced niggas be stealing ideas and nothing solid. Grown men in their feelings debating on true intentions. Failed to mention. Told my ego I made a promise.
Peace. That's another episode of Guessillsayit. I'm your host, Adam Ill.
It is.
Ace right here.
And it's a sick card, the governor.
And you rocking with Keystone Production as always. What episode is this? Like 3, 4? The reason why I say that is because these things are very expensive. And these episodes are far in between.
Far a few.
Episode 3 or 4, right?
That's right.
So before we begin into this episode, and press that like button, subscribe. There will be a cash app at the bottom of the subscription. Please, we beg you, $1, $2, 50 cents. Your prayers, thoughts, we don't care. Please help me.
Comments, criticism.
Yes. Press that like button. Please. So once again, cash app at the bottom of the subscription. Donate $1, $2. You know what I'm saying? Please. We got a few topics. We're gonna fly by night. We're gonna freestyle this one, man, because you know, we had you know what I'm saying?
Different lineup.
Yeah, we had a little lineup, but didn't have to, you know, throw audible. So we're gonna start with, I guess, mental illness or family issues or the case may be.
Ills. Yeah.
And then we're gonna deal with the video you showed me. The guy getting hit with a hammer.
Slow tuberculosis.
Yes, and the police in, what's that, Memphis?
Yeah. Like we got two different interactions, two different ways that the police handle both of those situations. Like in the one situation, you can actually see where the actual violent act takes place, and it's a rather calm response versus a traffic stop.
You know, thoughts and prayers to the family, man. On doubted that too later on, but you know, I could only imagine that was my child, my son. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'll probably be in jail for capital murder.
Right.
But and we're gonna talk about the Rod the Blizz album.
Yes.
I reached out to him last night. He's in Florida. He actually wished that he could have been here to he texted me wishing that he could have been here, you know, to elaborate on the album. And we're gonna break that down too. I think I like 4 main chunks on there.
Yeah.
I like the whole album. I listened to it back to back.
Very solid album.
Like 4 times for one day. So it says a lot. Let's get on with the family issues. I think we test topic on this back in the day when we had our audio hutch. House corner joint.
Yeah.
You know, never one mental situations.
Yeah, just having family and jump, being able to be able to do that. It's tough to do. I guess in this new age that we're in now, there's a lot of distraction. Like when it comes to Boosie, kind of was joking about it. He's talking about just the fact that there's just so many women out that you could just see. Like back in the day, it was just a very small circle. Pretty much, you was in your box or you was in your block. And everybody pretty much conducted their business. They all worked, they lived, they did all their social activities within a small range of space. Now we got access to be able to see so many different things. Women got so many men they can look at. Men got so many women. There's so many different variety out there. There's a lot of things that we can find and we can see that is so distracting to the point that it's easy to not be focused on what our actual mission should be.
I want to touch deeper. I want to go. Let's go back to my block.
Okay.
533 Rossville Avenue, General. And you know, I was young, you know, you got childhood friends that you grew up with. Yeah, you see the sandbox. And, you know, you're playing in that backyard, they playing in yours, you're playing basketball, crate ball, building, you know, go-karts and stuff like that on the wood and big wheels and stuff like that. You never think for once as a child these things are hidden from you, right? As far as you never know till you get older. Oh, I didn't know they was going through that.
Oh, stuff in the house.
Yeah, stuff in the house, situations, right? And a friend of mine, I'm gonna respect him and not put his name out there, but his sister had a tell-all audio on YouTube, right?
About some things.
Her father, her stepfather, which is his father, and what was going on in the house. And this podcast is going to be real deep. So right now, you got kids, whatever, turn the channel. Right? She stated in her audiobook that she was molested at the age of 6, and the mother allowed it. She watched the stepfather, which is my homeboy's father, her stepfather, climb on her almost every night. And then when he had his own daughter at the age of 2, he molested the baby. That here where things gets real sticky and real dark.
Yeah.
You figure that here's a grown woman, out 50s, crying out for help.
Right.
She, according to her story, she's the victim, right? And we don't know once say, oh, that didn't happen. I never lived in the outlook as a child, playing Nintendo in the living room, and you know what I'm saying, the cookouts. Yeah. You go back home, you don't see all this.
You don't sleep over there.
And y'all, well, you think, like, my family's on the street of family.
Right.
Everybody else ain't happy, So, getting back to her story, she has an audio tell-all. You can find them on YouTube.
Cool.
And I got like through 15 minutes of it, and I couldn't.
So what?
Because now you looking at people differently. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, because you got a personal connection and not just
exactly.
random
You're looking at things differently. So now, where's the healing at? Where's the therapy? Because now, my friend, she's in jail for the same charge.
Mm.
And he's been locked up for the last 3 years.
Wow.
And, his stepdaughter aired him out on Facebook. Now these things are more
open.
in the open now because you got social media, right? Mm-hmm. At first, it was more of a taboo thing where, but don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody, yeah.
You understand?
Yep.
Now it's Facebook,
TikTok,
Instagram,
yep.
Twitter, whatever you want to, your business is out there.
Matter of fact, I see a lot of those on TikTok.
And how he got caught was on Messenger.
Well,
this guy is texting a young lady that he raised for a baby. Right?
Right.
And paying for sexual.
They basically groomed her.
And yes. And she's gone, the message going back and forth to talk. She said, I won't do this no more. This is the last time. Yeah. Why can't I just borrow $200 from you? Why must I
do this
for favors and stuff? So what happened was the mother went through the child phone.
That's how she found out.
Yep. Gave it to the sister who had the trauma, had the audio, right? That's the wrong person to give it to, right?
Yep.
I mean, what we did when trauma happens, right? We went to the person that identifies with trauma. Mm-hmm. So, except for, I want to say he aired himself out.
Right.
But Messenger, you still have some type of secrecy because you can delete it or whatever the case may be. To a degree, right?
But they own it.
She put it out on Facebook for the world to see.
Yeah, yeah.
Once that was out for the world to see, bro, police got involved, DNA.
Yeah.
And I don't know about have you been convicted in that? I know you've been arrested and you've been locked up for the last 3 years. Yeah. I don't want to speak too much on the case. Yeah. But
so if the allegations are true, if allegedly all this happened, as they say, if this happened, and the woman that found out about it also allegedly had to happen to her, I understand why she would air that out.
Yeah.
Because, she's like, can't just let another person, this will happen to another person.
It's got to stop.
It's got to stop. I'm going to air this out and we'll put this to end once and for all. So
I wish we can elaborate more on it, man. Because,
But I think that's kind of like the one thing that's kind of like, I think that's one of the traumas that's kind of gone through like generations that we as a collective kind of been dealing with like for generations now. Because you hear this is not just the situation that happened on one block.
Yeah.
Even if on in one family, this ain't just a one family or one city. I think this is a common thing that's really hard among us, Black people, African American, whatever you want to call us. Among us, this is like the hidden thing because Uncle so and so, oh, you know, you don't want to get so, or Aunt this, you know what I mean, or that's your cousin, or this your blood. So we oftentimes would just say, excuse it, and let's just sweep it under the rug and just put them around so and so. Don't go around so and so. But when the other type of things, if we found out that somebody was out killing people on the low, we would say, oh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's one of those things, I guess, since it happened to the kid, you figure the kid gonna forget. This kind of, I think this is a lot of the rationale behind not telling.
Oh, so that sticks with you for life.
Right.
My mother, she passed away 2 years ago, real quick. She died when she was 60, I want to say 62.
What?
And she told me a story before she passed away. Her aunt, which is still alive, molested her as a child. Well, my mother passed away. Oh, she was on her deathbed. Had some dude come see her.
This ain't Mark.
That aunt never came sick. But I just had a relative who just passed away 3 days ago from the same thing. And she was in full support.
Cool.
So
Guilt say she couldn't show.
Hopefully, maybe Cash will put up some type of hotline for those type of traumas and people who have been molested, children, whoever you've gone through that type of trauma in your life. Also we have a number put up for that, so they can have some type of support. You're all about support here on Guessillsayit, and you still rocking Keystone Treatment Production. Keystone Production. Second topic, man.
I don't even believe myself sometimes.
What's real?
What's up?
Reality.
Okay. Let's go. Bullets travel like gossip, running in mouth like leaky faucets. Two-faced niggas be stealing ideas and nothing solid. Grown men and their feelings debating on true intentions, failed to mention.